We are in the process of going live right now. We could be live, we could not be live, but I think we are. So let's get this party started.
So cool.
All right, let's go.
Rock that. Hey.
All right.
Are we live? Am I starting or are you starting?
We're starting together. So okay. Yeah, what do you want to talk about?
So check this out. Everybody, we are live with Andrew Funderburg, money. Rock that, bring the pain. Guess what?
I got no pain to bring.
Funderburg, like Thunder Burger. You know what I mean? Guys, we are live and we are talking Rock That Conference. And listen, this is a great guy, amazing guy. And I've come to know Andrew from his story of the power of print. And we might touch on that a little bit, but we're not going to give it all away.
Not going to give it all away.
Right. And so Andrew speaking at the Rock That Conference is taking place July 25th through the 27th, money in Detroit, Michigan, get put on by the Multicultural Association of Professional Photographers. Money, y'all ain't ready. This is going to be the hottest stuff on the planet, yo.
I'm excited. We're going to go do some street photography too. So anybody wants to join in?
Yes. So listen, you are welcome, Andrew, because he's never in his life been to Detroit before. So we're going to show him. We're going to show him a good time. We're going to bring him.
I might just stay.
Yeah, we're going to make it so.
I might move in with Shawn. He's going to have to make some space on his sofa.
You feel me? We're going to make it so you don't want to leave. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, tell Allie, Jonathan, tell all of them to get ready to pack it up. Headquarters for Fundy is going to be in Detroit, baby.
Yeah, I don't think we'll bring Allie. We'll leave Allie behind.
You'll leave Allie.
I think I just heard her yell at me from the other room.
Rock that. I want to say hello to the Fundy audience. Thank you guys for having me on your page and on social media. It's a great honor for me to be on. I hope I represent well. I dressed up for the occasion.
You dressed up so nice. We already discussed this. You didn't tell me you were dressing up. I just showed up with my money. I should have gone shopping a little so I can match you.
That's okay. I got my Fundy t-shirt on up underneath this shirt. Nice. You know what I mean? Rock that
money.
They not,
shirt, right?
They not ready for it. So check it out, man. Here's where we are. This is what we're doing. We are here to talk about Fundy. We're talking about you all being a corporate member of MAPP. We are talking about the investment that you all have made in MAPP and in the Rock That Conference and the movement in professionalism in photography for different nationalities, right? And so from the very moment that I talked to you about this stuff, you have always been on board and always asked how you can help. You were part of the conference last year, went extremely well. I also want to say this, so let me preface it. We are presenting Andrew Funderburg, who represents the company and is the face of the company, but I use Fundy software, money. Fundy software is some of the hottest stuff on the planet. And I ain't just saying that, Fundy, because you in front of my face. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, thanks, man.
I use Fundy software for all of my album designs. Of course, we print with Miller's Lab, but all of my designs, we are now transitioning into in-person sales. We're using Fundy for that process. We are revamping and redoing everything. And I just started my model team for my high school seniors, and I am ordering my senior magazines through Fundy software. Some of the best product on the planet. So Fundy, first of all, just for my people, tell me about the magazines, because they are amazing. I think it's an amazing product.
So first of all, before we get that, we are so happy that you asked us to be part of the Multicultural Photographers Association, because it's really important for us, right? I've been in this industry for 10 years, and for the most part, our large organizations have not stepped up to the plate. You know, they haven't. They are making some changes now, but I feel like we had to arm wrestle them to make some changes.
Okay.
You know, so
it's good stuff, man.
And we'll keep supporting you,
man. I appreciate it. And just so let me piggyback on that, right? And I'm wearing my PPA pennant, and I am I'm head of diversity for the Professional Photographers of America. I'm also co-chair of the Speaker Selection Committee, and so I could proudly say this, right, along with the support of people like you and Millers and other vendors and 17 Hats, who is who stepped up. What I can say is that this upcoming Imaging USA will be the most diverse Imaging USA from a speaker standpoint that in its history, right? And so when I say that, I mean that there have to be maybe 16, 17, maybe 18 speakers of different nationalities that are part of the speaker lineup, and a good 13, 14 of them are platform speakers. That has been a huge step up for the organization. And when we came to PPA with it, they have been more than helpful and more than willing to kind of make that push and that change. And so, awesome. and people like you, right? People like Ralph Romagera, right, who was past president of PPA, wanted to see stuff like this happen. Mike Fulton, who was a past board member, right, who's Mike Fulton's wife is Asian, and so he's gone through a ton of stuff, right, dealing with that. And of course, he's a white man, but he has an Asian American wife, right, and he's seen some of that stuff firsthand. And I think Andrew, your wife is Asian. Is that right?
My wife is Japanese. Our kids are biracial. You know, we live in a so, you know, Oregon's a pretty white state, but we live in Beaverton, and there's over 90 different languages spoken in the school system of Beaverton, Oregon. So it's a pretty diverse place.
That is pretty freaking cool. And the one thing, and before we go forward, and this is pretty important. The one thing that I always tell our people, our community, our group, when we talk about diversity, there's never any one-sided conversation that works well. If you want to broaden your sense of creativity and broaden your sense of living, right, and become more well-rounded, it is good to be in a diverse environment, because, you know, we can easily fall in love with our thinking, right?
It's so easy.
You know what I mean?
That's so smart, man.
And so it's good to be in an environment. Yeah. It's good to be in an environment where you can be challenged. You know what I mean? And your thinking can be challenged, and that's how you grow community, right? And that's what we are about. And I thank you, dude, for being a part of that. And I thank Fundy for being a part of that.
Yeah, well, thanks for letting us join in.
Money, you know what I'm saying?
So let's talk about Rock That and what's gonna happen there.
Sure. So for those people that may not know, they may have figured it out from your audience by now. I say Rock That a whole lot. You know what I mean?
I feel like if we took the words "rock that" and money out of your conversation, you'd only be able to talk about.
I wouldn't have anything to say.
You have nothing to say.
Oh, dude. But Rock That is my term for making life happen, right? I am a big people person. I love community, and I love investing in people. I am probably a better people person than I am a photographer, and I think I'm a pretty good photographer, right? That being said, we established Rock That to open doors for very new photographers, for people of color, to give opportunity to everybody. We wanted to be a covering, right? And so Rock That is my term for making life happen. So if somebody comes to me and says, Shawn, I want to do this, and typically this would be impossible for me, I'm going to say, money, rock that. You can do it. Knock it out the park. And here we go. And you have our support. And it's not just photography education. It is business training. It is community. It is inspiration. It is motivation. It is all the things that a person needs, I believe, to be successful. So that's the premise of the Rock That Photography Conference and Trade Show. And what's really cool, man, about that is that not only do we have you speaking, we probably have some of the best and most diverse speaker lineup that you will see. So we got Hanson Fong, right? And who is a Canon Explorer of Light, 35, 40 years in the game, master photographer. Funny is all outdoors, right? And brings a skill set to the table that's amazing. Hanson will be with us speaking. We got Audrey Willard, who is a Pro Photo sponsored photographer. And we just live streamed with her yesterday. And a Nikon speaker, right? We got Terry White, Adobe's worldwide design and photography evangelist, is speaking. We got people like Karen and Regis Bethencourt, who do some of the dopest portraits with textures and hair and afros you will ever see. They've been featured on CNN and been mentioned by Oprah. Nice. Right? You know what I mean? And so we made it a point to bring some of the best to the table, and trying to eliminate myself out of the speaker lineup so I can be a better host, right? And present some really, really, really phenomenal teachers to everybody, right? And so we are probably some of the most talented speakers at the lowest price point in the industry, right? So it's 3 days of intense photography instruction for $199. And let me mention this, with your code rockthatfundy, we'll give you $50
above the video.
Yes. Rockthatfundy, which will go live after this live stream. We'll give you $50 off that $199 and make the 3-day conference, everything that we're doing, all inclusive, right? A part of what we're doing. Now, when I say all inclusive, that means opening reception, which is sponsored by PPA, a closing party, which of course is sponsored by Miller's Lab. We got some surprises coming from Fundy, right?
Yeah, we do.
All of the events, everything that we do is inclusive in that price. There are no separate pricings. So we bring high level of everything to you guys for that price. And so that's what we are about, man. Detroit, July.
Awesome.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm going to be there. I'm going to be talking about the power of print. It's going to be half inspirational, half business.
Yes.
So, I'm a big preacher about the power of print. We're going to be talking about how print can save your family stories and can help you define who you are and who your family is and keep those family stories alive. And then how you can use that same need that we all have to keep our family stories alive to change your business and turn it into a print-based business, and how that can help you double your revenue without taking another photo. And then, how creating a print-based business piggybacks on that same thing that is making people buy vinyl records and shoot Polaroid prints and all of these things that are changing in our society. Because when people are off work, man, they want to get off their phones and off their computers. They don't want to stick around on the screen. They want to touch and feel things.
That's true. Dude, that's true. Man, talk about, and I know this is what you're speaking about, Andrew, but this is very powerful. So if you can give us just tidbits, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't give us everything, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? But I think this is extremely powerful, your story. And we showed it last year at Rock That, but touch on your story just a little bit. Just give them a little taste.
Yeah. So, and I have multiple examples of this in old photographs. My mom has a big box of old photos. And one of the old photos I pulled out was from World War I, was when my great uncle was in the south of France in World War I. Mm-hmm. And back in the day, they used to take the photo and put on a nice piece of cardboard, basically, textured cardboard, and have the name of the studio. And I kind of wanted to know where that town was. So I Googled the address. And when I was on Street View panning around, I see that the studio is still in business 100 years later.
Wow.
So,
wow.
So I made the trip there to that very studio, and then got a little story about that and how that all ties into all of our lives.
That's right. The power of print, right? Which is amazing. And everybody is on their phones nowadays, and we take pictures and they leave them on the phone. And guys, what is the power of that, right? When folk get married, right, the only thing you can hand down to them, right, that stays from that day for the most part is maybe a few remnants, but those albums, right, those images, the things that you can hand down to your grandchildren, right, your great.
And so this is 100 years ago, right? 4 generations. Like, there's no way your great grandchildren's cousin, which is basically who I was, is going to have access to your phone and your freaking photos log in 100.
Right. That's the truth.
It's not going to exist.
Ain't nobody uploading it to the cloud, and 8 generations later we're going to access the cloud and throw it.
And the best thing is when it's in print, you don't have to teach, you hand a album to a 90-year-old woman and she knows how it works, right? There's no buttons to press and nothing to swipe. You just pick it up and turn it, right?
That's the truth. That is the truth.
Right.
Here, Grandma, take my smartphone. Take my smartphone, Grandma.
Although my grandma's doing good recently. She's good, man. She's on the Facebook and everything. But still, there's nothing like holding the print, man.
Hey, no discrimination here, Grandma. Right. You know how to work Facebook, then you
That's
good
right.
with us,
maybe I'll bring my grandma to Detroit.
Very cool, man. Very cool. And so, man, well, listen, we are looking forward to having you all. You all are also a corporate member of MAPP. And what that means is for our MAPP members, those who become members of the Multicultural Association of Professional Photographers, they will be corporate members. And so there's going to be an exclusive code that will launch where we will get benefits, right, from Fundy. And that will be every vendor that has been a part of the Rock That from last year. One of the things that we want to do is really create win-win, right? We don't want to make it difficult for people to reach out to you. What's important to us as an organization is that our members are new and they don't know how to be covered, right? And so we get a lot of excited photographers who have budget, right? And they go out and buy the world and don't need it, right? They will buy everything that's wrong and never use it. And so our goal is to really point them in the right direction for what they need, and to make introductions and create long-term relationships that will serve them and serve their career well, right? And so we really curate our sponsors and the people who are in our trade show so that it serves our base of members and those who are coming to the conference extremely well. And I am so happy to say that you guys are one of those. There are not vendors that I introduce to our people where I don't use the product myself, right? And I can vouch for it myself. And so Fundy is absolutely one. Because Fundy is a dope software. Fundy is a dope software, man.
Thanks, man.
I mean, it is. All my albums, all my stuff come through Fundy. Money, bring the pain, right?
Oh.
And so it is what it is. You don't have to like it. You can be mad at it, whatever. I use Fundy, yo. You understand what I'm saying? I use Fundy, right? And if Andrew's picture was on the software, it would be loading on my computers every single
Man, you get sick of the software.
Rock that. And so also, man, what I want to bring up, and because we don't want to keep everybody super long, and we're about at 12:18 right now. What I do want to mention is that as a part of this movement of going into the country and opening up this covering and the Rock That and what we're about to the world and the country, we're doing this tour, right? We're doing a 3-city Southern tour. We in May, we're going to be in Houston, New Orleans, and Atlanta, and Fundy is a sponsor of that tour. So not only the conference, but also the tour. So they are really, really behind this movement. We want you all to support them like crazy. And if you're interested, we want you to also go to the tour. And so their code will also me. Go ahead. What'd you say?
You gotta promise me when you're in New Orleans, have some good gumbo for me.
Oh, money. Do you see? Listen, do you see me? Right? Can you see my neck? Right? I have no neck. Do you understand? Money, I'm not delusional, right? You know what I mean? So if this was a camera, the angle would need to be up here, you know what I mean, to make me look thinner. But the camera's not. The camera's coming from down below. You still don't see my neck. You understand me? You wanna know why? Because I'm chunky, because I like to eat. Money, bring the pain, yo. Right? And so I've had many a gumbo in New Orleans, and that's not gonna stop this year, probably not next year either.
Nice.
Cool. I want to let you all know, rockthattour.com. After this live stream, rockthatfundy 30. Rockthatfundy 30 will also give you $30 off that ticket for the tour that's coming up in May, right? So wanted to let you all know that Fundy is a great partner. We love them. Their software is dope. I would admonish anybody who is printing, you have to use Fundy software. You have to use it.
And next week, starting Wednesday, we got a whole new slew of magazine designs coming out. That's and a big sale on the software if you want to jump in and grab those guys.
That's right. So that's what we started off, right? And I know we let's take a few more minutes. Tell them about the magazine.
So magazines are super simple. Check this out. Let's just do this. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Here we go. Right.
Money.
So let's do a new magazine.
Money.
Right. Print these. Millers. Shawn's favorite. We do a little magazine action. Do a little senior magazine.
Yes. I hope you all are watching this. This is actually how the software works.
Right. Here we go.
Name it.
Yep. And if you already use Fundy, you know how to. And then we're just dropping the photos in.
Look at that.
And that's it.
Look at that.
Just go in. The text is pre-written for us photographers that are not great writers, and then you just tweak it a little bit, and then you're done.
You go in, switch it out, and just to let everybody know, these are my images that they are using, and I'm proud to that my imagery kind of led the launch of this senior magazine. But look, do you see how easy? I want everybody to see how easy this is. Right? We are literally laying out a magazine right now. Right? Text is in there. Go in there, change your text. Right?
Yeah.
Change your photos out. That do you guys see this? Are you looking at this right now? This is a magazine, right? This page 10 and 11. Money. Bring the pain. Look, dragging and dropping. Do you guys see this? This is how I designed my magazine with the new model team.
This page is nice, isn't it?
That is beautiful. Look at that. Look, drag, drop it. Money, hottest stuff on the planet, yo. Oh right. Oh my God. And then you're saying that next week there are new designs coming. So you have
designs coming. So
you got the high school seniors, right?
Yep, we got a whole new high school senior design, weddings, boudoir, everything. We got a whole new design,
right? For those that shoot boudoir, rock that. You know what I mean? I like being married, so I'm gonna leave boudoir alone.
Tell me about it.
Rock that. But check it out.
Do that.
Look, and that's the magazine, right? So, you can change, you can add your photos, change your text, and then this works well for what, Andrew? This was designed for what?
So the magazines are designed to make more money, right? Book more clients, and then for those clients to sell more printed product, because we've got sections on albums and all of that stuff. Once you're done, you can export to a PDF. You can host that on your website, or in a click, you can order your magazines through Miller's and done.
Just like that. And so this is great for photographers who are handing out your pricing, right? All your pricing guide is in here, all of your sample photos, all of your about me, it tells what you are, your packaging. You put all of this in a book. You lay it out very quickly. You upload it. You can save it as if you have a printer yourself, right, that you want to take it to, you can export this as a document and have that stuff printed. And it is absolutely amazing and very easy. So when you talk about photographers and photography, and I say this to you all the time, for the photographer, time is money, right? And I used to have to lay out these magazines in Photoshop, right? Or some Adobe software, and it took me forever because I'm an artist and I'm meticulous about everything, and I want to change everything and throw text in, and it took forever. And then to change it out the next year, it changed out everything, right? And it was way too much time. This is so nice, so sweet. The refinement, the finish of the magazine, how it looks is amazing. You can drag and drop, send it to print, so you can continue to do what you're good at, which is capture imagery, right? And put out a great, unbelievable product. Y'all, money, hottest.
Thanks, man.
Rock that. I mean, that's the truth, right? Here's the deal. Listen, Andrew, if you ever need a commercial film, right? I'll lose a little bit more weight, right? We'll get skinnier around the neck, right? Bring me out to Seattle.
Okay.
Film
Portland.
The commercial.
Portland, not Seattle. Portland.
Oh, you guys are near Seattle.
Yeah, but Seattle's not good.
Yeah. Oh, Seattle's not good.
Seattle's no good. Portland's where it's at. What are you talking about?
Rock that. Well, listen, man, I don't want to keep you. We could talk forever. We could talk forever, but I certainly appreciate you. I appreciate your audience. I appreciate the MAPP audience. Listen, you all, rockthatconference.com, right? Rockthatconference.com. If you go there, there are videos that are on the site that will tell the history of who we are and why we exist and the work that we do. We're doing the hottest conference on the planet, with some of the top speakers on the globe, right? With Fundy's code, rockthatfundy at rockthatconference.com, get you $50 off, $149. You can't beat it with a stick. 3 days of intense photography, instruction, live demos, motor coaches to downtown Detroit, the whole nine, money. We are photo shooting, photo bays, money, everything. Andrew, money, you are speaking there. I thank you. Rock that, yo. Bring the pain, big time.
See you, Shawn.
We'll see you in Detroit, money. July 25th through the 27th. You all share this like crazy. Go to rockthatconference.com, get your tickets using the Fundy code. And we out.
See you, man.
Thank you, man. Deuces. Holla.